First of all, I want to just say what an outstanding game we played today. We played against an extremely well-coached team. Coach Rick Barnes has won everywhere he's gone. All right, we didn't catch them on their best day. All right, they have some guys on their teams that are problems. We identified those problem areas and the players that are problems, and we did a good job of trying to limit them from having big games. We didn't do as great a job on Grant Williams in certain situations, but he's a tough cover. The SEC is tough. Okay, the SEC is tough. They're just no off nights. But Tennessee is a team that could potentially, before the game, people were talking about they had a 37% chance to be a #1 seed in some of the calculations. And I'm hopeful that if they continue to play well this year, they'll have a high seed because that'll be great for the SEC. But I'm proud of our guys. We carried over a lot of situations and details from the last 2 practices and shoot around. And fortunately, we were able to win the rebound game in the first half. We didn't do a great job of going to the 3-point line. They made 4 on us in the first half. But offensively, we were much more fun to watch. It was painful, even though we give Mississippi State's defense credit. It was painful, some of the things we saw in our last game. So, on to the next one.
Thanks, Coach. Start with Alex on the right.
You've said several times you played 32 minutes, 30 minutes of a game. Is this the most complete game? You feel like you've played the full 40 minutes in this game?
Yeah, I think we played for a longer period of time. I was on TV and one of the analysts was talking about Final Four, and I said, Final Four, we're just trying to get 4 possessions right in practice and 4 consecutive possessions right in a game. That's the 4 that we've been talking about. So I saw a level of concentration and tenacity and hunger and feeling unafraid to make mistakes. And when we did, we just bounced back. So the focus was there. You could see it all during the timeouts. They were ready to play.
You started both halves really sharp. I think first 4 in the first half, first 7 in a row in the second half. I guess what do you attribute the quick starts to?
We played really good defense early on without fouling. When you can play good position defense on the ball, off the ball, you know the strengths and weaknesses of every player on the floor. For example, the kid that has my name, he fell asleep in the first half and Daniels makes the 3. And this is a kid that has 2,000 points. But we corrected it in the second half. And when we continue to pay attention to details and grow up a little bit, we'll have a chance to get better. But offensively, we had 3 guys in double figures, 3 guys approaching double figures, the ball moved. We had 15 assists. That's more assists than we have in 3 games sometimes. So we'll just take it and get back to work tomorrow.
Back right, Cecil.
Coach, several players have obviously had good games, but Dante Hall seemed really active offensively on the boards, really seemed to play a high-energy game tonight. What were your observations?
Or even when Cecil was bottled up inside, he found a way to get through some of those cracks and finish inside. And he's another guy that's 6'9", 6'10", but boy, when he raises up, he looks like he's 7'6" sometime, and he's finishing inside better. He had a couple of plays in our last game where he came up empty. We made the right pass, and he kind of got hung on the rim a little bit, but not tonight. He got above the rim and finished those plays, and we were able to get our starters a little bit of a longer rest period. You saw me play a true second team today for the first time this year. So hopefully that gave them some energy. They had some energy left in the tank for the second half.
Let's jump on the left side. We'll go to Mark.
Just a quick question that everybody wants to know the answer to. Where was Lawson Schaefer at tonight?
Flu.
Flu? Okay.
Yeah, we had the flu. I just got off the phone with him. He was upset because he was saying, Coach, I maybe would have got in the game at the 7-minute mark. And so he was very disappointed.
Just another.
And Tyler took some of his minutes.
Another quick question. This is a high coming off of another low. What's the message to the team after this high in terms of winning big over a top-ranked team?
Well, we failed several times in this area. So I'm gonna, since I'm a real true psychologist and not a basketball coach, I'm gonna go back and look through some of my psychological journals and see what I can come up with. I'm a sports psychology. I'm gonna go in my garage and pull up one of my old sports psychology books that's about 300 pages long. Dr. Kessler was my teacher, and I'm gonna see what we come up with. We gotta be able to respond. LSU just won a game handily. Okay, they're going to come in here like Mississippi State did, wanting to get back on the winning track. So we'll see what kind of preparation we have tomorrow. We're going to practice tomorrow, and we'll see how they respond after they talk to their family and friends. And for those who are on social media, because one day they shouldn't have been recruited. One day the coach should be giving his walking papers. It's how it goes, man. We're just gonna see how they respond, because I'm the same person. I'm not cyclical, okay? I'm the same person every single day. So we're gonna see what happens.
Chandler.
Avery, you outscored 50-18 in the paint. Is that just kind of what they were giving you, or was that kind of the game plan, coming in, attack the rim, get inside?
Well, we didn't want to settle for jumpers because we hadn't been shooting it well, so we tried to play from the basket back out to the three-point line. But give our guards credit for penetrating. Our bigs finished inside. And fortunately, when we drove, we were in the right spots for most of the night. We weren't hiding behind the defender. That's something that's been very contagious with our team.
Just wondering, you said that you were on TV and they were suggesting something about the Final Four. Were they saying that you guys were a Final Four team?
No, the guy, well, he was saying before the season, he mentioned to his friend that we had that type of talent. And I see us every day. And right now, we're just trying, like I said, we're just trying to play 4 minutes at a time and see if we can have a high rating on defense, take care of the basketball, be a good teammate, be coachable, respond from adversity, celebrate your teammates' successes, all right, and not their failures. You saw Dante Hall fall down tonight in the second half. Unlike our last game, 4 guys went and helped him up off the floor. Our last game, it was 1, so we had to have a little corrective behavior session about that. All of those little things matter.
You guys practice that?
Yep, all those little things matter.
Front row, Drew.
Coach, 2 questions. First, talk about the game John Petty played tonight, and what did you think of his performance offensively and defensively?
Alert, aware, shot selection, knew when to pump fake, knew when to drive, mixed up his game. He wasn't one-dimensional, played defense, didn't get backdoored on defense. Obviously, in his situation, 2 rebounds, but that 1 defensive rebound was huge that he got for us. And, he ran the floor tonight. But again, for us, when we have balance on offense and we're not as predictable, where one guy is going to draw the attention and we throw the ball at one guy every possession and expect him to play hero ball, we're a much better team when we have 8 or 9 heroes.
And then talk about the bench, 23 points for the bench tonight.
Yeah, we've been working on that, our bench a little bit. I spent a lot of time the last 2 days with AJ and Herb and Braxton and Reese and Galen, and just trying to get them a little bit of an identity when they're in the game. We had a stretch there where they got stuck offensively, so we'll work on it and figure out where we want the ball to go, and the ball didn't go inside as much as we needed to. Reese made a good move for us there inside, but we need those guys to come out and be productive for us. And then we switched Braxton a little bit more to the 4 position in the second half, and that was beneficial for us.
We have 3 more questions.
Avery, I thought that was your best shot selection game maybe all year. I don't know what you think of that, but your engagement defensively and as crisp and clean as you play, if you can find that consistency, this team is a what? top 20 team, top 15 team, can play
Well,
with anybody in America?
Well, I just think before the season, we were top 25, right? And the difference with us and another team that we had success against here in Coleman Coliseum, and now that team, I haven't seen the results today. They haven't lost since they came to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah,
But the difference is if they lost today, well, they were on a serious winning streak.
What team
okay?
is this?
Which team? Missouri.
And Rhode Island.
In Rhode Island. Missouri.
It's like jumping the other side.
Okay, so my point is, what's been the overarching theme, all right? They're an experienced team, okay? We can't speed up the growth cycle with our team. We try to get experience. Every day is a new experience for us. So I just think we have potential to get to the next level. This was a next level performance, but can we sustain it? And it's not going to be easy because the rest of our schedule, teams are really good and they play at a high level. And we got to have a high level of concentration, but we have the potential. But potential alone without any legs, the legs are tenacity and high level of concentration, competitive spirit, confidence to take and make your open shot. Those things give legs to talent and potential.
Back left, Matt.
Coach, tonight you guys held them to 28% shooting, and I'm pretty sure that was their lowest point total of the year. Can you just talk about your defensive performance and just your defensive performance in big games in general?
You know, they missed some shots. They missed some shots. I thought we contested shots good, but I thought we tried to make it difficult on them. You know, Coach Barnes' teams, they don't run a bunch of pick and rolls. This team is a movement team, and boy, they move, and they move at a high rate. So we had to do a good job of staying with them on a lot of their flares and down screens and back picks. And so I thought we were there on arrival when they caught the ball, and we were in their space, and we tried to guard 2 or 3 dribbles for the most part. We got broken down a little bit in the second half, but we were in their space, which gave us a chance to get deflections and all of the things that we talked about leading up to this game.
Alex, do you have one last one?
This is the 5th top 25 win you've had this season. What does that mean to you when you really think about it? You know, big picture kind of thing. What does that mean to you, 5 top 25 wins?
I think the big picture about tonight, more than the 5, whatever you just said, top 25 wins, the really big picture was our crowd. You know, take a look at the crowd. That was a postcard. And they've come through for us quite often this year. All right, even when we let them down, okay, they continue to come back. All right, we weren't very happy with our last game, but obviously, even though they can be disappointed, you saw a lot of people tonight that didn't give up on us. That's what I really love about our fans. They've given us unwavering support this year, and it hasn't been on the condition of you have to win every game. They just want to see effort. And I thought we gave them a good show tonight, and we really appreciate it. And again, we need the same support. I know sometimes during the week is tough, all right? I got a family, and I know how it can be during the week, but boy, we sure love for them to come back on Tuesday.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Real quick, is the sports psychology thing true?